What's going on, guys? Welcome to Dub Saw Shop. Today we got the Poulan 3450. It's 3.3 cubic inches, 54 cc's. I got this off eBay. Ended up winning the auction on it. Got sent in. It was missing a couple parts, pieces. Luckily, we had everything here to go ahead and get it all back together. So now that we got it back together, got it barred up, got a new chain on it, I'm gonna go down, take it for a few test cuts, along with a Poulan Pro 330. The 330 has a 60cc piston cylinder in it. It's a test saw. The only thing that I've done to that is I cut roughly about 30 thousandths off the base. So I went ahead, measured the thickness of the base gasket, measured my squish, made a cleanup cut about 5 thousandths off, then cut another 10 off of it. That's 15, and then I cut 15 off of the gasket, and that brought us down to about 23 thousandths squish, and it's pulling about 165 psi compression. That's the only thing done to that other than a muffler mod, so I want to go ahead and make a couple cuts with that just to see what the difference is. But yeah, we got new decals for this thing, guys. Bodie from a Novice Lumberjack. This thing, these decals, they were looking pretty sad, so Bodie made some and I went ahead and bought it. It's a pretty good looking saw, nothing's been done to it. The spark screen has been pulled out of it. That's a very nice, them decals turned out awesome. They fit perfect. Got a new Oregon chain on here. Like I said, yeah, man, it's a pretty clean little saw. Just want to take it out for a few test cuts. I'm going to go ahead and load everything up. I'll be right back. For you, it'll be right about. Also, just wanted to pop in real quick. Not sure if I showed y'all our new homestead or not, but pretty nice place. Don't mind no grass. Hurt Virginia, the grass don't grow much. It might be like that everywhere, but it ain't. For me and my wife, it's extraordinary. Me and her own about 8 acres right here. It's pretty much nothing but a farm. It's really quiet. Little farmhouse up there. A little newlywed couple just moved into, but this is a private driveway. It's about a mile and a quarter off the road. Mom and Dad live about 300 yards on the other side of those trees. Go down that driveway. Their house is on back in there. So yeah, whole lot of grass mowing. Right about. Ain't they just two great looking saws? My God, they look good together. This whole model of chainsaws, and I wish everybody would just try it. It's a great saw for what it is. I mean, they cut excellent, they got excellent power. All around, just a damn nice, good rugged saw. I mean, it'd make anybody a great saw. We're gonna put these, make a few cuts here in just a second. That's just a smooth cutting saw. Man, smooth. Even to be stock, it's a great saw to come out here on a weekend or cut firewood. If you're a firewood guy, or just you heat with wood, whatever it may be, these are great saws for that. Made 3 cuts there. I'm gonna let it set for a second. Go ahead, see if she'll fire back up. Alright, next, I'm gonna go ahead over here and get this 330. We get it warmed up, make a few cuts with that too. Now, like I said, this one, it's stock. I mean, it ain't stock, but it's had a muffler mod, dual port. This is the Fugly muffler. That's old Fugly. Just cleaned it up, painted it a little bit. This is the saw that we got with the busted crankcase, and we swapped the crankcase out. It was a 54cc cylinder that we poured it on it, and then I got a hold to a bunch of 60s, so we went ahead and 60cc swapped this. This is the same saw that will lock up after you cut with it for a little bit. It will be good if you was just zipping limbs off and everything, but as soon as you stuck it in a big cut, it will just completely lock up the piston with C's in the cylinder. About 30 seconds later, you can fire it up, go on and cut a little bit again. But so I think we got all that stuff sorted out. And as far as the cylinder, like I said, the only thing done to it, took 30 thousandths off a base, running a base gasket in it, squish is set to 23 or 24 thousandths. And that's about it. So we're gonna see how she does. It's got and this still got a new ring in it. It ain't seated yet, so when it does, it's gonna be awesome. Can't beat that. has that Poulan square ground chain on it that I got from Bodie. You can go to the Woodsman Essential website. He's got a bunch of Poulan and McCulloch chains. This is one of those chains, 70 drive length 3/8. It isn't real aggressive. But I haven't touched the rakers or anything. It doesn't have much of a gullet. But the chain cut's great to be stock. That 330 I done a HDA 137 carb off a 380 on it. So that's about the only other mod that it's got. Like I said, them some alright saws there, buddy. I love the way they cut. By how much power they got, how light they are, man, it's a great saw. A little bit of part work on them. Really ain't even got to port them, like I said. Little bit muffler modding, and these saws really open up. These mufflers are choked up with the way they got the baffles in them. Some of them's got a baffle plate that sits inside of them, and that baffle plate just really restricts it. So yeah, and take a chance on one if you haven't. Very well may be surprised. Very well may be surprised. I know I was. Man, love doing this. Love messing with these Poulan saws. I love messing with every saw. So I know coming up here pretty soon, as y'all know, we finally got the lathe going. I've been experimenting cutting pop-up pistons. I will throw a picture somewhere on the screen here for you. There it is. So what I really want to try to do a pop-up piston on this chassis of saw. Either the 330, the 3450, 365, or 3500. I really want to try to do a pop-up piston and a base cut on one just to see if it makes a difference. And the only thing is the combustion chamber on those are kind of D-shaped. With the D-shaped combustion chamber, I think the pop-up on the piston is going to have to be kind of shimmied more towards the front than the middle, the way the squish band is. And with the 4-jaw chuck on the lathe, I can offset the piston to move the pop-up on it. I'm really hoping. I got a couple spare pistons in the shop that I'm going to test with just to see if I can do it. I know it can be done. If I can do it proficiently enough to be able to saw with it. So yeah, we're going to try that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's just a beautiful day, man. It's going to be a great weekend. Yeah, y'all have a good upcoming weekend. Appreciate every one of y'all. Dubs, we out.